Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I like. I mean, when they talk, I mean, if you can back it up, it's okay. As long as we can back it up, it's okay. And I think there's a difference between talking yourself into it and competitively talking. And you can tell right away when somebody's scared and they're trying to convince themselves they're good enough, or if they really believe they're good enough and they're better than the guy across from them. So that banner, that don't bother me. It's got to be in the right mantra, though. He did. He did. I haven't watched on tape yet, so I couldn't even give you an honest opinion on if he ran up in there scared or not. But we'll see. It was good, and it was his idea. I mean, he felt he was ready. Tyler Wiley's going to probably start somewhere for us next year in one of the safety spots. Competition is amazing. If you see Ashari over the last 4 days, all of a sudden he's really improving in there and showing up. Tyler Wiley saw that too. So I think sometimes competition breeds excitement. And I told Tyler that he's going to play next year. We'll find out where. If whichever one of those two guys is the best Tillman, then the other one will probably be a Ranger. And all this cross training makes that possible. And both of them have the body style to do it. So it's turning out to be a great experiment right now. So it's good.
With all the injuries like linebacker, have you seen some players really taking advantage of it in the spring?
Yeah, I mean, you have. I mean, I think I said a couple weeks ago, Kalen Thomas has had a completely different mindset this spring. He's been awesome. I mean, as a leader, as getting better fundamentally, getting better just as a football player. It's been just he's made tremendous strides from where he was at last fall. And so we're doing some stuff now where we're playing with some 4 linebackers in there, and those guys are doing a great job of communicating. So I think we're having them guys do some new assignments too. So having 4 out there and seeing them decipher who's supposed to be doing what. And occasionally I'm calling stuff that we have not even talked about in meetings just to see if they can figure it out, and they're doing a great job of that. So we're evolving to the next step, which is very positive.
In your career, the 4 linebacker look, is that something you've done pretty often, or so?
Yeah, I mean we've done different packages. I mean there's been times where we've had 6 D linemen out there, 4 linebackers, 4 D linemen. Depends on what you're going against and who your best players are, and with some of the depth issues at D line to give those guys so we don't wear them out. And when I say wear them out, I don't mind running them into the ground. It's different running perfect 10s and pursuits as opposed to having a 300-pound guy lean on you and beat on you every single play. So to limit their knees and legs, we're letting the linebackers be some battering rams at times, giving the offense some different looks. And some of it I feel bad for our offense because we do stuff anyways that they never see all year. And now they're really seeing stuff they're never going to see. You get better fundamental. It'll help them with their targeting stuff. I'm sure it frustrates some of the coaches, but as far as spring ball, we're not getting ready to play games, so we all get better. So it's good.
You really couldn't see last year what you had to work with KJ Terrell, who was sitting on the sideline so much. What do you get in that sense of what he's all about?
I agree. It's the first time he's been available. He's not afraid of contact. We still need to see how he can do in space, coverage-wise, but he's made improvements in every aspect that we've asked. I mean, even in school, he's doing better. So the buy-in is there. He's got some ability. He can definitely help this football team in some ways. We just need to continue to figure out where exactly it's going to be. Should be a contributor on special teams, but it's really nice to have him out there. Because I mean, like in the last year, we hadn't seen him practice one time where it was a full practice, and he's done everything that he needed to do in the training room to get himself rehabbed. I don't know how close he is to challenging for the depth spot yet. As we get into some live situations, we'll get into a couple next week, and then the last day of spring, we'll get a chance for some of those guys to continue to show. But it's been really nice having him out there and having him available. He's showing that he was recruited out of high school for a reason. He's got some athletic ability, so that's positive.
How about Eli Doyle? He's getting time out there too.
Eli Doyle is one of the kids that I'm more proud of. Started at safety in the fall, started a couple days at safety in spring. I think his natural fit for some of the things he does is a linebacker. He's a little bit undersized right now. I think he's just over 200 pounds. He's got the frame that he could easily be 220, 225 pounds. He's got a very similar mentality to Kalen Thomas. If he can take the steps that Kalen Thomas has taken from last year to this year as going into his redshirt freshman year, he could definitely help us. And he's made less mistakes at linebacker in 2 days than some of those guys that have been practicing for a year. So that just goes to show you he's committed, he's very interested, and he's intrigued, and he's trying to make the most out of his opportunity. I think Coach said it the other day, opportunity only knocks once. Very seldom does it knock twice. So he's taking advantage of his chance, which, like I said, I couldn't be more proud of him.
Going back to an earlier point, is there a fine line between, like you said, running stuff that the offense, might look bad, so to speak, versus like you need to run what you need to run just for your own goals?
Right, I think there's certain periods during practice that you give them something that helps them for next season. And then there's periods where we're just going to do what we do. And if that means it's an advantage for one side or the other, then that's okay. That's all part of football. I mean, they're going to see some stuff next year. Just like when we went from our third game and we go to Washington, and all of a sudden we got a completely brand new scheme. Well, Washington didn't have a chance to practice for that. So going against us every day, it gives them some ideas that they can adjust to. And then there's a bunch of different philosophies from other coaches. Some people think if you do the same thing every day, you get better if you know what you're going to see, as opposed to being better for everything. So because of the way we do things, and a defense trying to figure out an offense, it's good for us to see a little bit of everything, because then you put your kids, and I think one of the big things we do around here is we want our kids to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And I think that breeds that. And if you can get your whole program that when it becomes uncomfortable, everybody just acts the same, then you have a chance to really spread your success.
Do you think you'll have Merlin back out there sometime this week, or do you know?
I think we'll have him out before the end of spring ball. Merlin is a great football player. I love Merlin. I mean, I love him like a son. We have standards around here, and sometimes playing time is the best thing to get people to understand. And so I think he'll be back. They know it don't matter who you are. Everything's got to be done to a certain standard, and so he'll be back. He'll definitely be back.